Hello, welcome back to Mind and Co Yoga. My name's Kayla, and today I'm going to take you through a flow that slows it down a bit, especially compared to last week's challenging flow. There are times in our lives when we feel very excited and happy and energetic, and then, of course, there are times where we feel the opposite of it. This flow is for when we're feeling the opposite, when we need to just slow down, sink into our body, and really just float. Which brings me to this week's drawing. It is this, a little raven. Maybe I'll draw a raisin next. Anyway, little raven here. I'll zoom in on it so you can see. The inspiration for me to draw this raven was I was on a hike and there was this raven that flew by and really just floated in the air right in front of me for a little bit. And it really took me back and made me think about how wonderful it is to sometimes just pause your flight and soak up your surroundings and then continue on. So, that being said, let's get on to our mats. Let's put on some very comfy clothes. We're not going to be really sweating today. I am in sweatpants and a crew neck. So yeah, get comfy and put on your favorite relaxing music, and let's just zone out. All right, for today, let's begin on our backs. Draw your knees into your chest and just plant your hands on your shins. This might open up your hips a little bit. You can rock left to right as you seal the space between your lips, taking big inhales and exhales through your nose. Once you feel like you've entered into the position that feels best to you, find stillness. Bring awareness to the contact that the floor has with your shoulder blades, your hips, your head. Close your eyes here and relax your face. For me, the first step in creating a space for me to float, just like that raven, is to release anything that's holding me down, right? You can't float if you have weight strapped to you, pulling you towards the ground. And a good way to do that is just by opening up your hips, releasing any emotions that have been stored there over the past day or week or month, allowing yourself to become a little bit lighter. Begin to take a couple ankle circles, bringing awareness to this area of your body that allows you to go so many places, see so many things, experience so many things, and switch directions, sending gratitude towards your feet and legs for all the support that it's given you. Then take a big inhale, release your hands off of your legs, maybe push them together so your knees are touching but still bent towards your chest. And inhale your arms over your head. Allow your legs to slowly drop the soles of your feet, pressing into the mat so you create tense with your legs. Big inhale as maybe the small of your back lifts off of the ground, your chest rises. And exhale back down to neutral, relaxing your body. Do that one more time. Inhale, reach your arms maybe 2 or 3 inches farther away from your head. Maybe rock onto your right hip, lifting up the left. And then rocking onto the left, lifting up the right. One more sip of air here. And exhale, release. From here, bring your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms back around your shins, and let's just take a couple rocks up and down. Awakening up the spine. And whenever you feel like you're able to, either rock up to a seated position or simply just press yourself up to a seated position. Crisscross applesauce. Place your hands on your knees, cupping your knees with your hands. Eyes can still be soft here. I actually encourage you to do most of today's practice with your eyes closed so you can turn even more inward. Inhale as you pull your chest forward like you're doing a cow. Exhale, move it over to the left and round your spine, creating these torso circles. Inhale as you pull over to the right and then back through center. Chin lifts up. Exhale to tuck your chin, taking a round and back. Take a few of these on your own. Just moving in one direction right now. We don't want to skip anything or get too ahead of ourselves. This is time to create space for yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your experiences. And really integrate back into your body. Making that mind-body connection. Inhale once more as you lean forward. Your belly maybe falls in between the cavity of your hips and your thighs. Lift your chest up and your chin up 2 more inches. And then exhale, switch directions. Moving over to the right, rounding your back, tucking your chin. Inhale brings you over to the left and forward as your chin lifts. Still cupping your knees with your hands to create a little bit of tension. And notice how when you roll back, this tension between your hands and knees is what stops you from falling over. Send gratitude towards this connection for allowing you to create some movement in your body. One more just like that. Then inhale back through center. Allow yourself to have a supported posture. Let's actually switch our feet. So whatever leg is crossed on top, switch it over to the bottom. This might feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's interesting how we always choose to sit with the same leg crossed over the other, but let's invite all modes, all postures, and what's the word I'm looking for? All ways of folding our body, I guess, is the simplest way to put it. Modifications. So with your opposite leg crossed on top, inhale as you bring your arms high over you, gaze goes up. Maybe interlace your thumbs together, your palms pressed together. And then exhale, drop your right hand, send your left hand over to the right side, opening up your left side body. You're welcome to hold here or drop your elbow onto the floor for a deeper stretch. Your gaze can be down or up. Take a big inhale as you pull your left shoulder back more. And then exhale, cactus your left arm, opening up your pec, your back body, your side body. Inhale, re-lengthen your left arm over to the right. And exhale, leading with your left hand, walk out in front of you, rounding your back. Inhale draws you back up. This time opposite thumb on top. As you intertwine your thumbs, press your palms together, gaze goes up. Pull your torso up, leading with your middle fingers towards the sky. And then exhale, drop your left arm. Right arm goes over to the left side, opening up that right side body. You can drop to your left elbow. Your gaze can be up or down. Take an inhale as you pull your right shoulder blade back. Exhale as you cactus your right arm, opening up that chest and pec. Inhale back through center, allowing your right arm to shoot up to the sky, and then let it drop back over your head, bicep to your ear. Take one more inhale. Exhale, leading with your right arm this time. Swoop over, out through center. From here, roll onto your knees. And just move into child's pose for a brief moment. Dropping your forehead to the mat. Your hips go back. As you inhale, feel your side bodies expand. Walk your fingertips out 2 inches more. As you exhale, lower your chest even closer towards the floor, pushing your hips back. Allow yourself to create space and take it up. We don't want to make ourselves small when we're working through these times. From here, inhale, lift your head off of the mat, gaze towards the front. Firmly press into your hands and your forearms, and then exhale, pull forward into Sphinx pose. You might need to readjust your legs so they go right back behind you. Pull your elbows back towards your thighs. As you pull your shoulder blades down, your heart will lift. Press into the tops of your feet. Lift your chin even more. Feel the activation in your back body. Engage your glutes and your thighs. Maybe your knees rise off the mat. And exhale, hold. One more inhale here. Exhale, shift your gaze over to the right. Feeling a stretch in your left side of your neck. Exhale to hold. Inhale back through center. Re-pull your elbows towards your hips, and then exhale, shift your gaze over to the left, stretching your right side neck. Exhale to hold. Inhale back through center. Exhale, push up onto your hands for an upward facing dog. Your knees can be on the mat this time. Just opening up our hips a little bit more. Pull your shoulder blades back, your gaze goes up. And then untuck your toes. Exhale as slowly as you can, leading with your tailbone, send it into downward facing dog. Stretching your calves, your hips, your hamstrings. Once you're in down dog, readjust as you need to, maybe walking your feet in closer. Take an inhale as you lift your heels off of the mat. Send your hips a little bit higher. Exhale as you push your chest towards your thighs. Lowering your heels back down onto the mat. Walk out your dog. Really welcoming the space and movement into your body. Letting the energy flow. Letting any emotions that you've been holding on to finally flow and release. Take a big inhale here as you go onto your tippy toes, bend your knees. Shift your weight into the right side body, your hips go towards the right, and your left hand reaches forward. Inhale here, exhale to push back your hips towards your heels, gaze goes up. One more inhale. Exhale as you expand out for a side plank. Hips go high. One more inhale, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your heels once more, bend your knees, shift your weight into the left side now. As you exhale, drop your butt towards your heels, your right arm lifts up. Inhale as you shoot your hips high for a side plank. Exhale, plant that right hand back to downward facing dog. Inhale as you gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands, drop your back knee, plant your left hand, and your right hand goes high for an easy twist. Take an inhale as you press into your left foot, your left knee lifts off the mat, your gaze goes up, and as you exhale, bring your right hand towards your left heel, and your hips go over towards the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist. Allow your hips to fall completely. Bend your left knee. Pick up your right foot if you need to, and just gently tuck your left hip underneath your right. Your right knee is on top of your left leg for a seated twist. Drop your right hand behind you. Inhale your left arm high. Exhale, twist the left elbow outside right knee. Your gaze can go back. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, there's a few modifications. I'll turn towards you so you guys can see. You can either stack your knees on top of each other and lean forward, opening up your side hips, or you can move your ankle towards your thigh and lean forward this way. Whatever feels best to you. For today, just because I'm in this twist and I want the path of least effort, just going to right away fold over, knees stacked over each other. You might need to just hardly lean forward. That's okay. We're looking for a sensation. We're not looking for a picture perfect fold, whatever that means. The sensation we're looking for is opening in our outer hips without any pain. Readjust as you need to. You can even wiggle sometimes. That helps to find a comfortable seated forward fold. Relax your eyebrows. They aren't helping you here. Relax your jaw. Close your eyes as you take a big inhale. Exhale. Take one more inhale. I'm going to move back to how you guys are facing. And as you exhale, gently press yourself up. Your gaze goes back towards the front of the mat. Plant your hands down. Press into that right foot as you just send it back into downward facing dog. If none of that made any sense, that's okay. Make your way to downward facing dog in a way that feels good to you. Inhale, heels lift up. Chest goes towards your thighs. Exhale, lower your heels. Inhale, gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right knee drops, right hand drops, and your left hand goes high for an easy twist. Take a big inhale here as you press into your right foot. Your right knee lifts off the mat. Exhale, hips go over to the right. Left hand reaches for your right leg. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop your hips. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop your hips. Inhale back through center. Exhale, drop your hips. Continue to drop that right hip down as you bend your right knee to tuck underneath your left leg. Plant your left arm behind you. Inhale, right arm goes high. Exhale, tuck your right elbow outside left knee. Gaze can be back here. Try to relax your legs, relax your hip, and allow the twist to come from this connection between your right arm and your left leg. The more you can relax your left leg, the more you'll feel the stretch. Take a big inhale here. Lift your chin, lift your heart. And exhale your variation of folding over. Maybe your knees are stacked or maybe your ankle is over your right thigh. Allow your head to hang heavy, even if you're not leaning forward completely, if even just your hands are supporting you. Allow your head to hang heavy. Allow it to drop. Close your eyes and really pay mind and close attention to your breath. Big inhales allow your belly to expand. Exhale releases any more tension that you may have in your eyebrows or jaw. One more inhale here. One more exhale. Inhale as you blink open your eyes, gaze goes towards the top of your mat. Press your hands into the mat, press up onto your left foot, and meet me back in downward facing dog, however you would like. Inhale, hips go high, your heels lift off the mat, chest lowers towards your thighs. Exhale, lower your heels back down. Inhale, your right leg goes high. Hips are parallel towards the floor on the inhale, and then on the exhale, you can open up your hips, maybe creating greater length. Maybe your right leg goes a little bit higher. Gaze underneath your right armpit. Try to pull your head through. Try to look up at your leg. You probably won't see it, but that's the direction you want to go. And then exhale your right knee towards your right wrist into pigeon pose. Lower down your right leg, your right ankle over towards the left side, and hold here. Whatever variation suits you, just be gentle for yourself. It might feel different than yesterday. It's even most likely going to feel different than when you feel happy or excited or energized, because our emotions do actually affect our physical body. So when we're feeling weighed down, we can't really float. We can't open up as much as when we don't have any weight pulling us down. So just be gentle with yourself. Even though often we create a vicious cycle of feeling bad or not feeling very good, and we try to do something to feel better, such as yoga, and we notice that we aren't as flexible as we were the other day, and we don't have the stamina as we did the other day, or whatever it is, and just know that's just the result of your emotions, and it's not permanent, and it's okay, and it's actually allowing you to feel a sensation with giving less. The same sensation that you would feel by taking a full split, you might feel by taking a half split, and that's a beautiful thing as well. Inhale as you push yourself back up into your rise pigeon pose. Plant your hands. Exhale, send it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg goes high, hips parallel towards the ground, and then exhale, you can stack your hips, opening up your left leg. Your gaze goes underneath your right armpit, your right arm, as if you're looking for your left leg. Big inhale here, and then exhale, pigeon pose on the left side. Your left knee to your left wrist, your left ankle towards your right wrist. Doesn't have to be completely parallel. Take your variation. Allow yourself to rest and simmer and float. Allow yourself to feel heavy here. Allow yourself to sink into whatever position you're in, both mentally and physically. Then take an inhale as you gently press back up into pigeon. And exhale, just swing your right leg around. Let's lay back onto our backs. Let's inhale your feet up towards the sky. Then exhale, bend your knees. Place your hands on your shins. And take whatever resting position that you would like for a few moments. Maybe it's the same one that you did at the beginning. Maybe it's a little bit different. Maybe you begin to extend your legs out a little bit more. Bring your awareness to your breath and your heartbeat. And then gently bring your knees to touch over your chest. You can just place your hands on the outsides of your legs as to support them being closed. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, sink even further into your mat. Notice how you feel. Maybe it's the same as how you felt at the very beginning. Maybe it's dramatically different. Maybe it's a sliver different. Whatever it is, it's okay. It's accepted, it's valid, and it's valued. Just allow yourself to be here right now, knowing that even if you don't feel different right away, you were able to release something, even if it's just a small bit of energy that was stored in your hips or in your eyebrows or your jaw. You might not notice a drop of water being removed from the ocean, but nonetheless, it was removed. You're welcome to stay here as long as you wish, or you're welcome to join me in a seated position at the top of your mat. Eyes still heavy or closed. Big inhale as you move your left hand onto your heart, your right hand on your knee, palm facing up. Exhale as you feel yourself ground. May we allow ourselves to actually feel all of these emotions entering in through our left hand, circulating throughout our body, and may we also not become too attached and be able to release them back to the earth, exiting through our right hand. Thank you guys so much for showing up today, for taking care of yourselves, for practicing mindfulness, sitting with yourself. May you use the rest of today to fill your mind with good company.